Lorna, can you tell me now, where are we now?
We're on a small island just off the coast of Buenaventura called Santa Barbara.
And tell me a little bit about this place.
Well, there's lots of small islands off the coast and there's also loads of small rivers, so a lot of communities are based on the rivers. But over the past decade, they've been displaced or they've been forced to leave their communities because of the violence. So some people have tried to move back to these small islands because they're a community that survive on fishing and on cultivating certain crops like yucca. So it's very important for them and their culture to be close to the sea.
This island of Santa Barbara off Colombia's west coast on the Pacific Ocean is home to Marcellina Curro Diaz. She originally lived in a village by the Raposa River, but she was forced to flee from there in 2003 when guerrillas from the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, known as FARC, moved in and ordered all of the villagers out.
When the guerrillas came into their homes, they felt really frightened and felt very unsafe and insecure in their own places, and this was their motivation for fleeing.
And what did the guerrillas say to Marcellina and her family when they came into her home?
Y cuando llegaban ahí, ¿qué les decían a ustedes? ¿Le pedían apoyo o qué? ¿Cuál fue la actitud?
No, apenas nos decía que desalojáramos.
She said they immediately came into her home and they said, get out.
Marcellina believes drugs were the main reason the FARC guerrillas wanted to take over her village because of its location on the river and its access to cocoa growing areas.
We believe strongly that drugs were behind it. She said, I personally never saw drugs moving through my community, but we all know and believe that drugs were the principal reason.
When they fled their village, Marcellina and her 7 kids and extended family trekked through the jungle. They finally reached the seaport town of Buenaventura, where they ended up in the slums. But in the end, the violence and desperate poverty there were too much, and in 2008 Marcellina packed her bags and rowed her small boat out here to Santa Barbara, where she set up home. She's typical of the many thousands of Afro-Colombians who've been forced out of their homes.
So now we have a situation where those communities have been completely abandoned and where they've lost their homes, they've lost their farms, they've lost all their working implements, and they're living in the cities. But now, after 5 years, the most intense years of displacement were in 2002-2003. After 5 years, many of the African groups who are in the cities are beginning to fight back.
Marcellina's family help her make a living by growing vegetables and fruit like coconut, yucca and bananas. She also gathers periwinkles, which she sells in Buenaventura. She'll get $1.50 for 6 baskets. And every week she rows her small canoe boat for 6 hours to get to Buenaventura to sell her goods.
Está bonito. Muchas gracias.